Hey everyone, it's Fleeta, and I'm going to tell you how I improved at Overwatch in just a matter of seconds. Well, not seconds. First, I'll show you my seasons and kind of how this went. So for season 4, which was my first season, I played a lot of tank. I was getting used to the game, so obviously it's going to be a low ranking. So the next season, we placed a little higher with Reaper here. But still, as you notice, there's a recurring theme. Reaper's appearing a lot, and you'll notice this switch from 2059 to 2457, and this was when I started trying to climb. This is kind of be a how to climb video, kinda. I didn't get very high, but on season 8 I pushed to platinum, and of course I finished in gold. But you'll notice Reinhardt makes an appearance, and that's because I'm slowly but surely, and here it is, becoming a Reinhardt main. This was my push to platinum, and I made it with Reinhardt, and then this season I almost hit diamond just by playing Reinhardt. So there's a few tips and tricks that you should know when playing this massive Crusader. First of which is an animation cancel. And so if you were to normally swing your hammer and then fire strike after, it looked like this. Which, I mean, fair enough, it works, but it's a very inefficient way of doing damage. To get the maximum amount of damage, you need to be like canceling with the fire strike. So as soon as it hits them, then you can do it much faster. So to show you kind of the comparison without the animation cancel and with it, just wait for this little boy to respawn and respect me. So we'll do it without the animation cancel first. So it still, as you can see, it still works, but you can chunk out more damage quicker with the animation cancel and make it easier for your team to kill them. So basically, as soon as you get the hit marker, you want to fire strike. So it's just a little faster, and then your charging. Your charging should almost never be used to engage. Your charge should normally be used to finish off either a kill or somebody who doesn't know you're there. Like, say we're in a fight here, we're fighting these bots, they're all low. To save some time, I can kill both of them with the charge. And so that kind of works pretty well. The next thing I want to go over is shield priority. Okay, so the next thing I want to go over is shield priority management. So there's a bunch of soldiers here, and we're holding up our shield to protect our team, but then the shield's going down very quickly, and now it's broken. Now, when your barrier is broken, it is almost the worst time to be Reinhardt when it's broken. Alright, they can shatter you, and you can't stop it. They can visor, they can diva bomb, they can do all sorts of crazy stuff, and you wouldn't be able to stop it. So what I'd recommend is taking a bunch of barrier damage, you know, throwing a fire strike in or two, and then waiting, and then saving this. This is what I call the fail-safe. This is this is to block shatters. That 300 at the start, when I walked away instead of letting it break, that is to block shatters. That's to block diva bombs, attack visors, to help our team if we get gravitoned. But that's kind of shield management, and that's the mentality you want to go into having shields, is save a little bit just to make sure that you have some for the team. 340 is normally what I save, 240, 340, but a lot of better pros and stuff save around 700. You could save 700, maybe they know something I don't about it, but for right now, that's what I'm saving, just cause it's the easiest for me. Yeah, see, we still have 400, and I only did that to survive. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Shield management is always try to make sure you have a bit of shield. Nothing below 100, that's not going to cut it. You have to have at least 300 to make it worth your while. The next thing I wanted to touch on very quickly is ultimate charge and baiting the other Reinhardt's shatter. Because right now in Season 10, Reinhardt is very meta, so you want to make sure you've got one. There is a secret, not very big of a secret, where you can move the camera with Reinhardt. So instead of having, like, there's a bait, right? So say the enemy Reinhardt's here and he's got shatter. You're trying to block the shatter. What you could do is do this, turn around and make him think or that you're not looking, and then turn back around to block it. But it's very risky because you see all the time taken to right turn is a lot of time lost. What you could do instead, and what a lot of people do, is turn around and flip the camera. Now, what this does is not only let you see behind you, But if you let go of right click, which is the shield button, and then quickly retap it, you automatically turn around instantly. So you're already there. So what you could do, you know, is you're here. He's getting ready to shatter. He says hammer, and you turn instantly to block it. And that's kind of how you'd want to play around the shatter from Ryan. Now with your ulti, not a lot of people know this, but Reinhardt's ultimate is bugged as hell. You could shatter the payload. Now what a lot of people don't know is how buggy the Reinhardt ulti is. Say I were to ult this cart. It still hits all these people behind it. And that's kind of because it's got almost, I'm pretty sure it's 3-meter radius, where it can just, for instance, hit people no matter where they are. And that's kind of how the shatter works. You can shatter the cart, or you can shatter underneath it to try and like disguise your shatter. And it works really, really well. Try your best not to get baited by the enemy Reinhardt. Sometimes the Ryans can be a little too clever, so that makes some sense. So don't think too much of it if you get outplayed. It happens. But yeah, that's very important that you don't waste your ultimate trying to stop the enemy Reinhardt and then just get destroyed. Another thing is you always want to be shielding your team. No matter what, always be shielding and protecting. Like this Zenyatta, I could charge forward, but it would leave him open to those 2 soldiers, and he'd be in a lot of pain and trouble. So that's why you always stay and protect the Zen. It isn't your job. If somebody attacks that Bastion from behind, like, you could turn around and attack them, and that's all good. But your job, like, if you're way up here trying to defend Zenyatta, and you have a D.Va, let D.Va handle it. D.Va's got it. And, like, this guy, if he's not giving you the space and respect you deserve, just punish him for it. Like, the Zenyatta Discord makes it a one-shot with the right click, or left click and the fire strike, because it's just so fast. But more than anything, you want to be protecting your team. And even if you're saving your shield, body block. You know, body block for the Zenyatta, because he has a ton of value. He's got a ton of healing, he's got a ton of damage, ton of discord, so you want to make sure above all that he stays alive. Also, not a lot of people know this, but if you rotate 360 while spinning with the hammer, well, 360, I barely have enough sense to do that, you can hit you can hit in 360 degrees. And it looks like our team's not even gonna let them out of spawn. That's fine, I guess. So, like as you can see, if you come here. Let me try this. No, not quite. He's killing everyone. Well, just take my word for it, or try it in a training game. You can rotate 360 degrees to hit somebody who's there, like if you're not even looking at them. So yeah, most of all, make sure you're spinning if there's a lot of enemies. Like this guy, see, you can still hit them when you're not even looking as long as you spin. That's what makes Ryan so devastating, is he's a 360 degree, 75 damage, crazy man who's trying his best to destroy you. Also, solo shatters. In the rank that I'm in now, you'd be surprised how often Widows can pop off and carry the game. So make sure if a Widow's popping off, and only if you know the Widow is capable of popping off, I normally solo shatter and teabag her just to make sure she knows that I'm Reinhardt, get good. The only other time I'll shatter somebody is if they're a Genji and they're dragon blading, or if they are a nano boosted target. I'll solo shatter the nano boosted target to make sure that they get as little value as possible, just because it's really tough to do anything when you're laying on the ground dead. Also, another tip is don't be too aggressive with this hero. You may feel it pushing forward. These soldiers do reduce damage, but like if you were to push forward into any decent team and just do this, you would be dead within 3 to 4 seconds, maybe less. What you need to do is play it safe. Let them open their opportunities. Say this is a soldier and he runs up to you. Like you see this soldier ulti? You want to block it with your bod. Wherever it is, you need to find it and you need to stop him right here. Now he's getting no value and he's dead. You put your body in front of him. Remember, your life is basically used to save others. You're one of the most selfless heroes in the game. You either block them as long as you can, and for instance, in that situation, if you had 700 shield left, like I said you should in the start, then you could use the 700 shield. Whereas if your shield was broken, you couldn't. And so it's very important to keep that 700 shield up. As you can see, Shatter's being its lovely self again. Shatter, don't worry too much about Shatter. You get it back very quickly. Shatter is one of those ults that's kinda expendable, but don't just waste it willy-nilly whenever you feel like it, because it is still important. Poor soldier. Bye-bye. So yeah, also charge is buggy as hell. I hope you all enjoyed that. But that's basically it for my Reinhardt guide. Make sure you're playing with your team. I can't stress this enough. Don't go on crazy flanks. I know you see a lot of the pros going on crazy flanks, but you'll notice it's the same thing every time. They'll only flank if they have Shatter because they want to get around the enemy Reinhardt. So my audio has failed me yet again, but I just wanted to give a massive thank you to anyone who was watching this video. I'm not the best Reinhardt, but I hope this helped you in some way, shape, or form. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.